Uh-oh, she's back. What's up? This is Jen Next from the blog soartothemax.wordpress.com. My blog, Generation Next. I've had to take some time off due to my personal life. Because y'all know this is a hobby of mine. This is not my main source of income. But then I came back and like 3 people dropped me from Twitter. Like, am I boring you? Okay, I'm not that pressed. But I'm here to tell my story. Did you hear? I was right. The Bratz are coming with 2 outfits. The Bratz 2018 Collector's Exclusive Dolls' second outfits have been revealed. Yes! I'm glad we're getting more. That has been a weakness of Bratz the last couple of years. They've only been coming with 1 outfit. Like, yuck. A lot. I should say in a lot of lines. Not all of them, but that has been a weakness. But now, I got something else I wanted, and that's 2 outfits, okay? So, we're going to review each girl individually, like we did before with the first outfits. You can read and watch my review of the first outfits below, okay? The first girl we're going to review is Yasmin, aka Pretty Princess, since she was the first one revealed. Gassman looks so stunning. Expressing myself in threes again. Yasmin is like a sexy, sassy gangster godmother. You come today on the day of my grandmother's funeral. Like, yeah, see? Yeah! You know, that kind of look. She looks like she's walking in and owning the place like a boss. All I can say is, yes, Yasmin. You're not a princess anymore. You're a gorgeous queen. With this look, I can honestly say less is more in my opinion. However, more accessories and details would still make this $50 worthy. It's a stunning ensemble for sure, but more should have been added to give it photo value, I should say. It's more so, the photos kind of bland. Hopefully we get some of the other details when the actual doll comes out. Honestly, there are so many people who are biased towards Yasmin from the jump that I never worried about her sales. She's naturally beautiful. And she has that racially ambiguous thing going on, like I mentioned. So she relates to a lot of people. I'm most worried about Sasha and Jade because of the clothesman issues in 2005 to 2009, especially. But Yasmin, I wasn't ever worried about. I wasn't feeling the execution of her first look that much. But this one is satisfying to the eyes. Does this look live up to her fashion passion? As mentioned in the first review, Yasmin is into retro and bohemian styles in autumn or earth tone colors. She likes exotic textures and patterns. She often blends different styles together to make one graceful look. Yasmin is considered the feminine one of the pack, and it often shows in her style. This one isn't quite as bohemian as her first look, but it has a retro flair about it. I would say the pinstripe feel gives it a 1920s gangster style, but the actual suit reminds me of fashion I would have seen in the 1990s. Yeah, 1990s, especially with those pointed shoes and black at the toe. Maybe the fringe at the end of the skirt looks a bit bohemian, since many bohemian looks have a cut-off kind of feeling to them. Yasmin does look more feminine in this look than in the last one, but there's also a masculine touch that's put together in this style gracefully. Did I ever tell you all I love androgynous fashion? I would like to see an androgynous line from Bratz one day. Maybe some outfits inspired from male fashion and mixed with a feminine touch or something. Anyway, I would like to break down Yasmin's look piece by piece. The head. First, let's talk about Yasmin's head. I basically covered her face in the first review, but now she's not wearing her hat. I honestly think she looks stunning without her hat. Her hair looks gorgeous, glorious, gorgeous. That little part on the left side is giving me vibes. I feel my life is returning. I don't know how I feel about those eyebrows though. The arch is sharp at the top, like she's extra arch, but she's still beautiful. I have to hand it to her. After seeing her second outfit, I think the light makeup works more for this look than the last one. If only you could change your doll's makeup, you know. Hint, hint, MGA, that's an idea. I still think a smoky eye and darker lips would add so much sass to this, but the light eyes and pink lips do this new outfit some serious justice too. I'm glad I can see the earrings more. I think it goes really well with Yasmin's sassy yet professional look. It still kind of drowns out in her hair, in my opinion, but I think it goes well with this look. And if I were to think of any other earrings that would go well that didn't look like all the others, it would have to be this kind of rustic, I can't think of the word, kind of gold rustic look. I think that would probably be the best type of coloring for her earrings. Body. Yasmin's body. Yasmin snapped in this outfit, okay? Obviously, when I saw the artwork, I was stunned stupid. Okay. I did worry how it would be executed on the doll, but wow, did she come for me. I bounced back like a heart attack. This outfit is business professional with a little sass. Yasmin looks like she's on her grown woman, okay? Someone compared this look to Meghan Markle's style. I love the little sleeves she's showing. The ties on the front are an amazing detail. I like that the sleeves are kind of long and fall off of the wrist. I want this outfit for my very own. I don't know any dolls that have this kind of outfit. The mini skirt has fringe at the end, giving her prof look some edge, okay? And we get to see some long legs because it's not saturated with tacky stockings and poorly executed magenta boots, okay? Some people say they don't like that it looks too professional because they envision the Bratz looking more like teenagers. Some young fans, even in their early 20s, feel they wouldn't wear this. All I have to say to you is, level up! Get on Yasmin's level. Y'all should be trying to get those high-paying jobs. If you take tips from Yasmin's wardrobe, you will be ready for those high-profile meetings, okay? Especially if you're working in the fashion industry and you want to go into a high-profile meeting in the fashion industry. But that aside, I think these dolls are for adult collectors, so I don't see the problem with her looking more grown up. The Bratz have been teenagers for over 10 years. They have a whole empire now. It's time for them to bear fruit from their hard work and look like they've worked off all their debt, okay? I get we're hoping to see some styles that are trendy with this new generation of teens. Bratz have always reflected what was trendy with tweens and teens, but this is kind of refreshing, bold, and new in a good way. And actually, adult fashion was something I hoped Bratz would try eventually. I'm super glad she doesn't look childish like in 2015. She looked corny back then. I'm sorry. They all did. Now, as much as I love this look, I do have my own criticisms that have nothing to do with the professionalism of this look. Hear me out. The first thing I want to discuss is the fact that MGA called this mix and match. Is it really mix and match fashion? It's more like strip the first and put on a whole new look. I can't see mixing anything from Yasmin's second outfit with her first. Maybe the shoes. The outfits both seem professional, but they don't seem like they can be mixed with each other. Maybe the lace top can combine with the suit's jacket and skirt. Okay, I can see that. The top with this skirt. Other than that, the hat from the first outfit wouldn't be compatible to me with the second. You know, the jacket might look nice on this, but it might look like there are too many layers. I don't know. I have to get it up close and personal. Yasmin's second outfit sealed the deal, so I'm buying it. But these two looks are directly exclusive from one another, and I don't see the large mix and match potential in them, at least not to my taste. The other thing I want to talk about are some missing details that actually would have made this outfit even more of a stunner in the photos. Just some minor housekeeping, y'all. Don't worry, just some minor housekeeping. Looking at the artwork, I anticipated some ruffles. Now, I know some people hate ruffles and may think it's better this way, but the way the ruffles seemed to sit in the artwork made it very feminine and appealing to me. I was thinking the sleeves would be fit tighter around her arms and that her cuffs would have a loose ruffle feeling to them. Maybe they felt they outdid the ruffles with the last look. Yeah. Still, I would have liked that detail. I liked that her sleeves seemed longer, but it also kind of might look like the jacket is too big for her. So you have to be careful with that. It's a fashion risk. I'm glad it was taken, but it would feel more feminine if it was tighter on the arm with the ruffles extending. I was also expecting matching ruffles at the end of the jacket and skirt. I really expected the material to be more of a chiffon. I thought the jacket would kind of hang down gracefully, with the ruffles at the end. Yasmin is also missing her choker. I get the feeling they're intending that brown choker to be used with this look, and honestly, I wouldn't. A nice black choker with a dog collar would have set this off. Overall, though, her outfit is still an amazing doll item. I can't wait to own it. The feet. Again, the shoe game continues to be the weakest part of the look for me, to be honest. But this time it ain't as bad as it was before. The execution is better. In fact, again, I can say less is more in this case. It looks just as classy and sophisticated without the straps in the artwork. Of course, I was hoping it would match the artwork. Where are her straps and why were they scrapped? That detail made the feet fierce as opposed to classic, though Yasmin tends to like that classic look, but still. Y'all know you have to come harder now. And we've been talking about these granny heels. First off, the actual heel looks a little shaky in the back. Is it just me? Or is the heel curved down in the back? Not sure, but it doesn't look firm. That's not a big deal to me, but I know these heels could have been higher and more fierce. The foot should have been curved, bringing the heel higher. I think I talked about that problem in the last video. And I showed you guys some pictures from What Collector Wants edits of how I felt the heel should look. Again, the shoes Yasmin's wearing, they aren't ugly. And they are in fact very classy and stylish. I just wish they paid attention to the details in the artwork. Matter of fact, stop showing us artwork you're not going to live up to. Different people will expect different things. Y'all been doing this since 2002. I should have emphasized this in my video. Please don't. You guys need to start being closer to the artwork. Stop disappointing us with this artwork and then releasing these dolls that don't look that like the art. Okay, that's been disappointing us for a while. But overall, Yasmin's look is still gorgeous. Her ratings just went a little higher for me. I still would like to see What Collectors Wants take on the look. He is so talented at nailing and envisioning what fans see when they look at the artwork. In this look's case, I don't care if they keep it the way it is. The outfit is still a treasure I would love to have at home. I can see some other Bratz items I can mix and match with it. So it's all right in my book. Overall, Jade has more of a mixed reception with her second outfit than Yasmin. Personally, I like it. It didn't stop me in my tracks like Yasmin's, but I'm biased towards Jade. She's cutting edge and I love that. This outfit fits with her fashion passion. Some people don't get her look ever. People didn't get it in Strutted when all the girls had a mature vibe and she had that ballerina skirt and baby doll top, but that's what makes her cool. So this look, Jade looks hot. Okay, but somehow all the pieces don't merge together as well as I thought they would. The plus side is that the execution is at least closer to the artwork than the others have been, but Jade's look didn't appear public friendly to begin with when I first saw it. So does it fit with her fashion passion? Yep. Jade is cutting edge with a sizzling flair. Nailed that. She also has an affinity with the feline persuasion. She's always a little quirky. Only Jade would shoot for a look like this. The other pro is that there's more mix and match potential between this outfit and the first in comparison to Yasmin's, in my opinion. I feel like this outfit can be mixed and matched with the first, and I'll probably end up doing that. The head, Jade's head. We finally get to see Jade without her beret. A plus is that at least she has a hairstyle, but I don't know how I feel about it. The bangs or fringe looks a little messy. Maybe they were going for that. If they were, that's innovative, but jarring. The electro buns in her head give me a Jade vibe, but is it just me or does one bun look smaller than the other? Maybe that's part of the plan too. I don't know about the hairstyle. I think it could have been executed better. I don't know. As far as the makeup, still would have preferred it darker like in the art and in What Collectors Want edits. Watch my last video to see that. It will be linked below and will appear at the end of this video. What Collectors Want showed a complete edit of the first dolls, and I liked the makeup better. Jade's body, I feel like I like it, but there's some things that are off. And first off, the fur arm warmers, they look like plucked feathers. I expected it to fall gracefully or be a lot smoother. However, it's definitely innovative and different. It's just not what I was expecting when I saw the art. And what I saw in the art appealed to me more. The choker, top, and bra are killing it. However, I expected the red bra to have black straps and some black at the bottom of the top. I like that it's all red though. However, some black in the top would have brought out the black in the fishnet. That's just me. I was expecting some red to pop up in the skirt too. It looked like there was a shadow of red in the skirt in the art that would have brought out the red in the overall look. I also don't like the fit of the skirt. Again, I would have preferred a high waist style for this look. It looks like it was supposed to be designed that way, so it makes the skirt look like it doesn't fit or something. I was also probably the only one that thought the skirt would be denim with design. I still like the skirt though. It looks like it's silky. I just don't know if it goes well with anything in this look. But I like the skirt in its own right. I love that skirt. Never seen anything like it. Not really. The feet. Jade's feet. Far better executed than I expected it to be. The fishnets merge with each other, and I'm living for the shoes. I still expected the heel to be higher, but it's still a beautiful shoe. I was expecting a little bit of blue in there, but I'll live without it. Still, we need something to bring out this blue skirt. It's standing on its own in this look. But overall, I like Jade's look. A little housekeeping and I would have fallen in love though. Chloe's second look is really cool to me. With some adjustments, it could be the best look in the line. Honestly, her artwork for her second outfit was the best of all the girls to me. I'm bittersweet about it because I get the feeling Chloe will outsail the dolls of color yet again, but I'm glad at least one of the dolls has a pretty cool look. However, there are still some elements I felt could have been executed better. Don't cut my throat for this, but I actually feel this could have been a show-stopping look if only it had those details polished from the artwork. Does it live up to Chloe's fashion passion? It doesn't really give me the angelic vibe. It gives me more of a devilish appeal. Chloe is into setting the trends and wearing anything dramatic, like animal prints and sparkly or shimmery fabrics. She's angelic and fluffy in her appearance at times. This outfit is pretty dramatic, as Chloe likes, but there's no animal print or sparkly fabrics, not even the hint of blue or pink. It doesn't feel angelic. It's more of a Jade try than a Chloe try. However, the furs add a touch of drama. Maybe the fur is meant to be that nod to animal print. Or maybe Chloe wanted to try something a little more devilish. You know, she does have a tough side, so I'll give it a pass. So far, it's given me a Dynamite feeling. It would have been giving me a Vegas tease, but I'll get into why I feel that part of it is going over my head. The head. Speaking of head, let's look at Chloe's head. Though we've had a look at Chloe's head in the first review, there seems to be a change here. Is it just me? Are there going to be 2 dolls in this collection? I don't know. Personally, I don't like the newer Chloe's face as much as the one we just saw with her first outfit. The smokier eye was what I was living for. These eyes seem to lack color, which is a no for me. The eyes seem way too arched. Wow, it went in deep on the right. You can't tell me it was just a shading of the hat that made the eye look smokier. If that's the case, I will be seriously disappointed with Chloe's face. I hope this is just a prototype version. I mean, she's not ugly, but man, I love those smoky eyes that I saw. Her hair seems shorter too. I personally don't care about that as much as other fans. I just wonder why they changed the doll. A lot of fans want dolls with long hair so they can style the hair any way they want to. I personally miss when Bratz would come with elaborate styles. That made them unique. Again, I understand people want the option to style the doll's hair themselves, and some people don't want to have to maintain difficult hairstyles. But as someone who is design impaired and cuts like a 5-year-old, I would like an already designed hairstyle to come with my doll so I can take photos and observe them around my home. I don't want to put in the work I feel a doll hairstylist should be getting paid to do. If I can do the hair and design the clothes, why buy anything from a toy company? I want a full-out design like I used to get from Bratz back in 2002 to 2003. So far, only Jade and Sasha have given different hairstyles, from the normal feminine and generic long straight hairstyle, and even Sasha's has disappointed me a little. I already expressed my disappointment with her hair in my original review because I wanted more, I should say, pro-black hairstyles like natural hair, cornrows, stuff like that. But I understand this hairstyle is more public friendly. Anyway, looking at the rest of Chloe's face, we can finally see the little earrings she has, which I'm okay with. I would like them to pop a little more. They could be bigger. Still, they're cute and look pretty good. Chloe's body. I love the little fishnet leotard thing going on. That snap, crackled, and pop for me. Unfortunately, it looks like it's using leftover fabric from Sasha's outfit, and I was hoping they wouldn't be borrowing from each other, but it's fine. I love the top, to be honest. I'm expressing in threes. Since I loved Sasha's top, I can't help but be cool with Chloe's. That fur vest, though, is giving me Wicked Witch of the West type of tease. It's giving me Scarecrow type of tease. It's ready for October, y'all. It's ready. It really looks like it fell in the tub and they didn't have time to comb it out. So they thought, well, we will have to make it work. New trend. I applaud the fashion risk that it's taking. But again, it ain't public friendly. I think you can be unique and still appeal to the public with the right execution. This could have been like Bratz Fabulous Las Vegas, but it became Fabulous Lost Vegas because you lost me with those crow wings, okay? Here's my thing about these furs, and I'm including Jade's in this. I honestly thought the furs were going to start at the elbows, not the shoulders. Actually, it would have looked more unique and stylish moved downward. They should be falling downward in a combed fashion. I think the messy hair look comes across cheap and dirty. I'm not one to talk because I look like a mess every day, but I think it's because I'm a mess. I know what a mess is when I see one, Purely though, I like the idea of it with this look. It has a dangerous glam rock feel. I get where they were going with it. With the right execution, this outfit would be set. I just don't think that it's public friendly. It's good enough for me though. Like I said, I'm a mess, but I like outrageous things, okay? And I like fashion risks, but I know it's not public friendly. The pants are really cool, to be honest. However, and here comes my critique. You know what would have really made this bomb? If it had come with that fish netting on the side with the ties at the bottom. Yet again, another loss for not being close to the art. I prefer that detail than the 4 slits in the pants. I also would have liked more silver ties in the front of the pants. Are they even ties anymore? I can't tell, because it looked like she had that in the artwork. However, overall, I still think this look is pretty cool. I hope it comes with the pearl choker and the glasses. Chloe looks very sleek. That art was just so mesmerizing. I did want more. But overall, it's still a really cool look. The outfit is really cool. The feet. I like the shoes a lot. The solid black would look good with this outfit. And with the first one, honestly, I prefer these shoes to the boots, to be honest. However, again, overall housekeeping needs to be done. I would like more of a curve at the bottom so the heel is higher, like what was shown in What Collectors Wants photo edits in my first review. With a higher heel, the dolls will be fiercer. That's my take on it. Again, Chloe looks cool, and she definitely still has that gratitude, okay? Sasha's second outfit is really hot. When I first saw it in the artwork, I knew I was going to like it. I really like the doll form too. Of course, a couple of tweaks would really make this a seller, but it's still a worthy doll outfit to me. I'm kind of done with the pleather look though. Jade, Chloe, and Sasha have sported it. It feels like too many dolls have it, but it's not terrible. I was just looking for something different. On the other hand, the line looks cohesive, which is always a plus. You'll like the dress. It looks really great on Sasha. Does it live up to her fashion passion? I think it does. Sasha is into styles from the streets, a little bit of the old and new school hip-hop fashion. She's also always on the hunt for a new look, so she's into styles that are experimental and avant-garde as well. Sasha also likes it flashy and classy. Sasha's second outfit isn't as flashy as the first one, but the orange pops out. It's definitely experimental. It does have a street feeling, though it's not quite as hip-hop as her first look. It's still a nice look though, and I could see a lot of hip-hop celebrities sporting it. The sock shoes kind of give it a street vibe. So let me go into Sasha's head. Without the hat, I dig the head a little more. I was expecting pigtails like in the art. Yes, I know I can make my own pigtails, but y'all, I have poor hand-eye coordination, and I'm not a stylist in the least. I can quack up some pigtails, okay? I can't even do a simple braid right, okay? How do I do my hair every morning? I told y'all, I'm a mess. I pass by calling it natural, okay? I would like my $50 dolls to come with their elaborate hairstyles already. At least advertise it to me that way, okay? Show me the possibilities. I do like the little braids, but it's not as cute as the pigtails. I also hope the doll still comes with those hairpins or clips or whatever too. The lips look a lot darker than they did in the last photo. I'm convinced that the lighting is playing tricks on me. I hope she comes with the dark lips. I think I told you all how much I hated those pink lips back during Wintertime Wonderland, when she was clearly advertised with darker lips. Sasha looked like she was modeling for a racist toothpaste ad back during that Wintertime Wonderland release. Like, why does she have pink lips? Sasha looks better with darker makeup in my opinion. Honestly, she would look better in any color but pink. I would definitely have to see the dolls up close to really see if the makeup is what it is though. I still like the earrings. It definitely gives a nod to old school hip hop. Remember back in 2K, everyone wore those huge silver hoop earrings. Remember that? I remember I did in high school. Okay, back to the body, down to the body. This is definitely a unique dress. Again, I feel the pleather material is overdone. I don't know why I feel that way. Too many outfits have it in this line, so it doesn't feel novel. However, it's still a cute dress and it's pretty close to the art. I love the orange at the neckline and the wide sleeves. The sleeves are selling me. I would have to add the choker to see the full effect. I think the other part of the dress is less impressive. A true blue lace-up would have made the dress a stunner for sure. The side print-ons feel cheaper and less impressive. It doesn't take away from the look, but it doesn't add to it either. The feet. I like the shoes a lot. I was worried about the execution because it looked like a sock in the art. I thought it would get the Yasmin treatment. I feel the plastic was safe if they didn't know how to execute the sock shoe. So I liked the shoe. However, I wish there was someone on board who really did know how to execute it. I think real sock fabric over a shoe would not only be innovative, but truly trend-setting. And that's what the Bratz are supposed to be doing. You know, again, I feel the heel should be curved and higher, like I expressed in my first video. At What Collectors Wants edits really nailed my visions of the shoes. I want high and fierce heels. That would make the shoes better. Right now, the heel is giving me soccer, football team mixed with chess team foot type of vibes, okay? You know, but overall, I really do love Sasha's look. I love her dress. I like her dress, I should say. I wouldn't say I'm all over that pleather, but I like her style so much this time around. Don't know how the sock shoes fit with the rest of the outfit, but I still like it. I like the vibe. After seeing Cameron's second outfit in the artwork, I decided I liked it way better than the first. Cameron still reminds me of a K-pop star, but it also feels a bit more true to him than the first outfit. I say that because of the casual jacket and rips in his pants. This look is less flamboyant, which is fitting for him. Some people feel it's too plain. I think it should be. If he had any more to him, I think it would be too gaudy. This look doesn't need any more. It just needs adjustment like all the other outfits. Actually, I found Cameron's outfit to be pretty true to the art. Surprise, y'all. Surprise. Or it's basically what I expected. Still, I think there's some tweaks I would have added. There are definitely some tweaks I would have added. Now, I want to address something that's been bothering me about some fans' observations of him. Some of the fans have been saying some pretty homophobic things about him. If you're saying, is Cameron gay now? Oh my gosh, with an excited tone, fine. But some people are saying, I'm not a homophobe, but see, when you add the but, that means you're getting ready to say something negative about a doll representing the gay community. I understand that Cameron hasn't tried this kind of look before, but that doesn't mean the look itself is bad for any dolls. Okay? There's nothing wrong with a feminine look for guys. If we can accept the female characters sporting more masculine looks, why can't we accept the male characters sporting more feminine looks or flashier looks? We want it more with the boys, right? Why can't we accept that? This is why the boys always look so boring in other doll lines, because people are so judgmental. They want to box males into a corner, and I don't like that. And I don't like that it's in the Bratz fan community. And since when did a look come with the sexuality? I think it's pretty narrow-minded to color your critiques of the dolls with your own prejudices. I can't respect that. Yes, I think Cameron's first look is flashy for him, but I don't see a problem with him being gay, no matter what he's wearing. In fact, as I mentioned in my article and video about what I wanted to come back and didn't, I want the Bratz to go back single so we can have a secret date line again. Maybe we can mix and match all the Bratz this time. I hated the day these shows and movies stuffed Chloe and Cameron together for views. I hated the day because I told y'all with my secret date, Ethan and Chloe came together. Okay? That's me. You all are welcome to disagree. Okay? I think it's disgusting that people look down on Cameron and the gay community. Do you all not realize Carter Bryant was gay? Do you not realize gay people run this thing called the fashion industry? Get your life. When people start to focus on what community the doll is representing, they're taking away from the real constructive critiques that should be coming with this doll. Okay? That's not constructive. There's nothing wrong with a guy who's even wearing feminine clothing does not make him gay. I like androgynous clothing. Okay? But I'm not a part of the larger LGBTQ plus community. Okay? And that's unfair to label someone's fashion with someone's sexuality. And it's unfair to assume that there's something wrong with that sexuality, that there's something wrong with those people. You guys, those are not fair critiques. And that's not a really good critique of Cameron. Okay, of his style. Now, moving along from that. Anyway, I'm going to talk about this look from head to toe. Okay, I'm going to give a critique about the look. Okay, but I will say he still looks like a K-pop star. I'm just saying. So looking at his head, still not feeling the head, even with the new outfit. But now I'm seeing that the back part is plastic. I was okay with the little long mohawk when I thought the back at least felt like hair. To find out it's plastic, or that it looks like plastic, I'm beyond disappointed. It reminds me of the hair underneath the Star Styles dolls wigs, only it's not underneath some hair. Again, I've shown how what collectors want made his face stronger. I prefer the softer look, to be honest. I still like the earrings on his ears, that's a detail I love. I just don't like that plastic head. Y'all don't have a plastic head with just some trickles of hair, water falling out the head. Okay? Just don't do that, okay? The body. I thought Cameron's sweater would have more black thread than white, but the white pops more than the black. I'm still okay with it, but he looks extra hot with that jacket on top. And I'm not talking about the blaze kind of hot. He looks like he has too many layers. Okay, like it's summer and you sweltering. He looks like a different kind of hot. Okay, I like the jacket. Again, it's a gender neutral product. I think I can have fun with it. I was expecting it to be of a white denim material, but it's still a pretty cool piece of clothing. I don't have a doll with this look. I think this is better than many male dolls out here right now. I like the jeans. I like the little rips in his pants. I love those details. His outfit I'm liking. Overall, his second outfit is better than his first. Still would have liked a chain necklace with this than the pearls, but it's nice. The feet. Cameron's shoes. They are just kind of bland and go with nothing in his outfit. I don't know how I feel about these shoes. To be honest, I feel disappointed because I feel like this outfit could have sold Cameron if only it had a different pair of shoes. Fortunately, Cameron actually has some mix and match value, unlike some of the girls. I can put his black shoes on this outfit and he will be alright. Overall, the second look is better than the first. And I like that they have Cameron trying some different styles. I think that this probably would have worked better with Dylan, in my opinion. I think Dylan is more flashy than Cameron. That's my opinion. I don't agree with the remarks about, Cameron looking too feminine, or that, I don't like that he looks gay. I don't agree with those remarks. Not to say I've never said anything that was offensive to anybody. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I'm angelic or that I've never said anything to hurt a community. But I try to be respectful of people and their community. As an African American person, I feel it's important for me to live beyond those kinds of prejudices. I'm even learning with my own community not to create self-hating remarks and things like that. I think we should try to be more objective with our critiques and critique it for what it is, not for the community we don't like or the community we think it represents. I think that kind of bias takes away from the fun of doll collecting. I think you can give a proper critique without insulting a whole community. That's just the way I feel about it. But again, overall, going back to Cameron's look, I think the second look is better than the first. I like that white leather jacket he's wearing, and I can see it being worn on another Bratz warrior with another outfit. The sweater kind of reminds me of something Kobe would wear, actually, because I remember Kobe at debut was the one wearing those Christmas sweaters. He looked like he was wearing one of those old wintry sweaters. I remember I used to think back in the day he looks like he's dorky. He looks kind of nerdy. Kobe always struck me that way. But Cameron kind of pulls it off with the jacket. So I think the second look is better than the first. That's my overall pick. Overall, I like the second outfits far better than the first. They look better executed. However, they weren't as spot on as I'd hoped, and it made the difference in some areas. There were some details I was hoping would actually be there, and they weren't. The details they had weren't the ones I cared about, but the second outfits are still more on fire than the first ones, and I still look forward to buying the dolls when they're released. Again, as I said in my first review, MGA has never been good at sticking to the art. I think I told you all about my disappointment with Funk and Glow, right? How I thought Sasha was going to have print on her pants to look like my peppy jeans. Yeah, I think I told you all about that. Still, we were hoping they would fix that problem in 2018. Okay? I was hoping that would be fixed. Another thing I want to address, I don't really see the mix and match potential here as it was advertised. I feel like only Jade's outfit can be exchanged with her original in a larger capacity. And maybe some of Cameron as well. Many of the accessories seem exchangeable, but not anything else. Like some outfits seem set. But 2 outfits are better than 1, I suppose. Still not feeling the face is too tough, and I was let down by Chloe's face, but they aren't ugly faces. I will say I like Yasmin's pink lips better with the second outfit than with the first, but Jade and Chloe's makeup look too underwhelming to me. Sasha's eyes need to move to the side and needs a smokier shadow too. They're still pretty, just too sharp where they should be soft, like with those eyebrows, and too soft where they should be hard, like with those eyelids. Of course, that's my subjective opinion. I still think the dolls are really pretty, even if I would rather the glossier look like we had before. The feet did better this time. Last time they got a D from me, okay? Those shoes were gross, okay? These shoes are better. They still could have been even better, but they worked this time. The execution was better this time. As I've said before, you can't please everybody. If you wanted to please me as a fan 100%, you're bound to disappoint other fans, okay? So I still think these dolls have some play value, even if it isn't a play line. Again, there really isn't anything out there like this on shelves. I'm not going to turn down dolls like this because I want to encourage more doll companies to start at least thinking about being creative and trying fashion-forward styles. Of course, there still needs to be some polishing with these dolls, and I'm not going to end this review without saying it. But again, I still like it, and I encourage the creativity that it's promoting. So, ratings for the second outfits. Head game, B-. Body game, B+. Feet game, B. Far higher than the first pair of shoes. Okay? Far higher. My overall review of the whole line, the heads get a B. They received strikes for not having the glossy look I desired, and another strike for not having smoky eyes. Chloe fooled me, but the dolls are still pretty. I'm open to new screenings, though I still don't think they're as nice as older screenings. They're still better than 2010 and 2015 if you ask me. I also wish the hair had been styled in more incredible styles, but I guess I can do it myself. The hair still seems to be of good quality, and the dolls are still relatively pretty. The bodies, B. All outfits look like they have real material, a sense of experimental style, which I love, 2 outfits, and a spark of individuality, which has been missing from the Bratz since around 2006 with Bratz Birthday and Bratz Forever Diamonds to 2008. Okay, they've been missing that individuality. So they had at least some of the things that I wanted, okay? But strikes were given because some material was overused, and I believe the execution needs housekeeping. With that attention to detail, this would have seemed like a high-quality doll line worth the price. I would have liked for it to be more like the art, which MGA has been failing at since 2002, but okay. You won't believe how many old-time Bratz lines I've rated low for that reason. It's obvious where they decided to go the cheap route with some of the print-ons and two-tone boots. And I don't like that they decided to cheapen Sasha's second outfit, a doll of color who barely gets any love as it is, by not adding ties to the side and real fabric on her shoes. But they did okay with adding Yasmin's ties in the front of her second outfit, and Yasmin's boots have fabric. So I don't like that. Also, they seem to stuff too many things in one look for many of the dolls, particularly with Jade's second outfit and Yasmin's first outfit, which isn't public friendly. However, in my case, I like it stuffed. But some people I know publicly, a lot of people don't. The second outfits were a lot better than the first though. I felt the execution of the second outfits was stronger and more public friendly. And overall, I like many of the outfits and would probably want to wear them. I like the articulated arms with the normal Bratz legs and bodies. As I've said before, I don't care for completely articulated bodies. It makes many dolls look skinnier. It just looks awkward to me. I like this body best. I'm not with the majority of the big fans who like articulated bodies. I just think it looks weird. Okay, that's just me. Maybe I'm old school. I just don't like it. The feet, C plus. The feet from the first outfits and even some of the second. The game is weak. I wanted higher heels. I'm not feeling the foot shape at all. Some of the heels were really good, but many of them were disappointing and not as striking as the art. I just prefer the art versions. I prefer Jade's chunky shoe from the original. I prefer Sasha's sock shoe to have real sock fabric like they gave Yasmin's boots, real velvety material. I just really feel that Yasmin's boot execution was not it. She's not that girl in those boots. She's just not that girl. I don't know how I feel about Chloe's snakeskin quote, but it wasn't what I expected, and I can't bring myself to like those boots as much as the plaid. The plaid I thought I was getting. Sasha's camo shoes don't really appeal to me, especially with that granny heel. Yasmin's, Chloe's, and Jade's second outfits have pretty nice shoes, though I was expecting straps on Yasmin, which I would have loved, but I don't need, and more blue in Jade's shoe to make that skirt pop. However, I like that all of the shoes are very individual and unique. All the Bratz girls managed to have different looking shoes, which was a problem in the 2010 era. So that's a pro. That's a plus. I still see play value with these shoes. I could still put them with something else. They're still decent. Okay. The average person, these dolls may not look too different from how they once looked. I've heard people say the Bratz have always been gaudy and eclectic, and some people can't really see the difference in the screenings either. Some people argue that the screenings have always changed. I've heard some people say Bratz should look like they're from the 2000s, which I don't personally understand. The Bratz have been about keeping up with the latest fashions, but again, everyone will have their own opinions about these dolls. You can't please everyone. Even Carter Bryant struggled to please everyone. But hopefully, there are fans of these dolls who will support them. That could help the Bratz bounce back. Okay, so, So, according to Hayden Williams, he mostly worked on this one line. He said the dolls will be exclusive to Amazon worldwide in the fall. This is a collaboration, which doesn't restrict him from his regular schedule in any way. So, according to him, this is just a collaboration, and it won't interfere with his regular schedule. From this, I take it he isn't the permanent designer for the Bratz from here going forward. He just came together for this project. If these dolls do well, he might be asked to do more. But so far, we don't know where the Bratz will go from here. Is this a goodbye line, or is it the first stepping stone to a new era? If it's a stepping stone, there might be completely different designers for the rest of the Bratz dolls going forward. There might be a new designer every time. On the other hand, if these dolls are a success, they may ask Hayden Williams to return. I know there are some fans who have beef with Hayden, who didn't like his attitude in the fan community. And I know they may not like to hear this. They may not like to hear that if these are a success, he may return. There's still some fans out there set to flop these dolls because of that altercation in the Bratz fan community. A lot of people said they would like older lines to be revamped into more modern styles like Flaunted, Beach Party, Funk and Glow, Express It, etc. I would like to see something like that too. However, at this point, Bratz doesn't even have a team. Everyone from the old era is gone besides Isaac Larian. They have to rebuild this brand over there at MGA. Who are they going to get to do this? I think only the face designer is still around, or just a few people. But most of the leading people are gone. I also received some interesting information about the doll industry as a whole, which affects Bratz, and is a nod as to why Bratz may have been sold as Amazon exclusives. I spoke with someone who has experience as a senior designer, and they brought to my attention that some dolls are launched as retailers exclusives because the dolls wouldn't have come about without the help of that retail company. In other words, these new Bratz dolls wouldn't have even existed had it not been for Amazon. So they are the reason these dolls are possible. Basically, if it hadn't been for them, the Bratz wouldn't be back. I don't know how I feel about that. And the same doll designer confirmed what Carter Bryant had been saying from the jump. Market buyers do have influence over what companies produce. It's highly likely they have been influencing the direction of Bratz from the jump. Remember I released a video, Bratz 2018, so what happened to the Bratz dolls? Why did they go away? Why did they change? If you haven't seen it, it will be linked up below. Taking this information I received from news articles, Carter Bryant himself, and the book You Don't Own Me, I posted for all of you all reading my blog, listening to my videos, everything I learned. I have been expressing how retailers control the industry and can change every detail of a doll line they don't like, which is why the fashion pixies were changed from their prototypes to what we know today. I had expressed how I got this info from Bryant. I shared this same information with a group of elite fans. Among these fans was someone who was hired by MGA and worked with MGA. This person has a lot of fans themselves. You know, they're like idol status in the Bratz community. That insider's fans had no hesitation when it came to stating I was misinformed and that I didn't know what I was talking about. They basically came for me and said I sound dumb because I'm spreading false information. Their source was this Bratz fan insider. The insider only shaded me once with a heart towards someone who had been very rude, but overall their responses have been cordial. This insider responded by saying basically that they have been in the room when these things literally go down and that mostly market buyers write little notes but hardly pay attention to the details of a line. Basically, they were saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. I took the L for that. Okay? I took the L. I said, okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll take the L. And so I talked about that whole conversation I had with the insider and the L I took in the video, The Truth or Not the Truth, what really happened to Bratz in 2015. Why exclusive in 2018? I didn't take offense. I looked at the whole ordeal as a chance to really get the truth. You know, like maybe I was misinformed, right? So this fan insider that I spoke with said that designers are hardly in the room with these buyers, though Bryant was more than just a designer, so he was an exception. So the insider also said that what happened with the fashion pixies was rare, which was why that case was so famous. However, recently a high-profile designer who goes by the name of Groovy on YouTube has been the director of product development, lead designer at Chic Boutique, the lead Barbie careers designer for 5.5 years, and is currently senior project designer for other brands. This person came to me to confirm the power of retailers. The lead designer I talked to said this insider sounds like they haven't been in a sales meeting with buyers. That's interesting. Okay, so this lead designer that commented to me, they said this. A principal designer in a small company would be in the room with the sales team to pitch to the buyers. So Carter was definitely in that room every season until he left. This person said some lines are launched as retailer exclusives and would otherwise not have come about without the boost from that company. And this person said, like in 2003, when I was the director of product development lead designer at Chic Boutique and was in the room with Toys R Us when they helped launch the Hotties dolls. This person said buyers can comment on everything and sometimes will send you back to square one during a meet. Retailers will also request solid packs of the non-white dolls in order to order them separately and not ship them to certain locations where they would not be well received. This often results in not meeting the MOQ, minimum order quantities, for non-white dolls and having to cancel those dolls. So even if you design the doll, the retailer might tell you that they only want 5,000 pieces, even though 10,000 pieces is the typical minimum order quantity, so it can't be made. So I'm getting two people telling me that the power of retailers. Now, in regards to the fan insider who said I was misinformed, It's unclear how many of these meetings they've been in to assess that market buyers have little influence on the direction of the brand, especially comparing their view of the issue with these high-profile designers. So when I asked the insider what their role was in the industry, they didn't want to share, and that's fine. But the high-profile designers had no problem sharing their roles and experiences, which makes it easier for me to see where their experiences are coming from. It makes it easier for me to understand what they're saying. Okay, people can say a lot of things. Okay, I think two lead designers who clearly have the same experience would know what they're talking about. Okay, now I do believe that this fan insider was right about the 2015 dolls being the result of a new anti-Bratz team. Okay, I peeped that when I read an interview about the designer some years back. Okay, I looked at the Instagram of one of those 2015 workers and just knew they didn't have that Bratitude. Okay. However, I believe the lead designers are right in stating that market buyers carry most of the control in the doll industry. If anyone wants to dispute it, they have to prove different. That's all I'm going to say about that matter. With all of that being said, the Bratz have the odds stacked against them. They are moving into a new era with barely a team, with market buyers that don't want to take a chance on these dolls, and some fan altercations and mixed reactions that put a damper on their recent project launch. It will be hard to see where they go from here. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Based on Twitter and Instagram posts, it looks like MGA and Hayden might be thinking of some makeup that could come with this new line. That sounds interesting to me. From there, who knows? Continuing with the fandom drama, with the release of a lot of these dolls, there are people who are supportive and people who are not. There are people who want these dolls to flop because they don't like Hayden and felt he wasn't being professional when responding to the Bratz fan community a few months back. There are people who really and truly don't like the dolls and the dolls presented, and that's okay. However, there are people who do like them and think they are worth $50. In my opinion, most people are not willing to spend $50 for any dolls nowadays. But when that price is out there, most people will be critical, as I've stated before, and that can color the overall perception of the 2018 Bratz. Okay? However, if some people think it's worth the price and they're willing to spend their money on it, it doesn't mean they aren't real fans either. Even if they are new fans, it doesn't mean they aren't real fans. A fan is someone who shows admiration or respect for something. There are people who like the Hayden dolls, and Hayden has brought them into the Bratz fandom. That's fine. At the same time, everyone doesn't have to like the same dolls. If you hate these dolls, it also doesn't mean you aren't a real fan. Personally, and this is as an old-time fan, I get what all the criticism is about. You all have read and heard all of my criticisms thus far, right? I'm not about to bow down to every single angle of this project. On the other hand, the dolls are still good enough for me and still seem like fun. I like to have fun with my dolls and consider all the possibilities. So people will like what they like, and it's okay to be the Bratz outsider, no matter which angle you stand outside of that box. I mean, I know there will be people disappointed. Again, Bratz will never please everybody. I personally had disappointments with Bratz Fashion Pixies, Bratz Flower Girls, Bratz Rock Angels, and Bratz Forever Diamonds dolls. Come at me for it. I felt the dolls lacked individuality, their fashion passions were lost, and those dolls just looked cheap and easy to me. Like, it was an easy gimmick. I'm sorry. They weren't the Bratz I loved in 2001 to 2004. But does that mean everyone who loved the years from 2005 to 2009 isn't a real fan? No, it doesn't. People could easily say, I'm not a real fan because I expected more individuality and detail from Rock Angels and wanted to boycott Pretty and Punk for excluding the black girl in his lineup. That's fine. I have my own taste and expectations. But guess what? I still showed some interest in everything that came with Bratz, even the lines that were not the best. I still had fun with the Bratz lines because there was always an effort to be unique, experimental, and trend-setting. Okay, maybe 2015 was the exception, but I'm not going to say I wasn't interested in something. I saw potential in lines like study abroad and music festival vibes. Bratz always had the potential to knock down barriers, and I love that. That respect and admiration from me is why I'm a fan. Okay? I wasn't falling in love with everything, but I liked Bratz well enough and respected the brand well enough and admired the brand well enough to consider myself a fan. I just had fun with what I got and considered what I was willing to spend money on. Even if I had some disappointments, I never really outright hated one Bratz doll, just to be real. I always loved this brand for being the dolls that took risks. As I've said before, I'm pretty easy to please. I love the brand for being that outlet for vision. And it's still a brand that's taking risks, and I can only respect that Hayden brought that back. I'm glad he made the dolls more individual than before. I'm glad there's an element of sass. I'm glad the fabric at least looks like it will feel real. The hair might even be of the finest quality. These dolls are pricey though, but most collector dolls are $100 or more for very little, especially when a designer is designing for a Playline brand. Remember the V-Files doll V? She came out in 2015 for Bratz and was $100. She came with less than these dolls and was not of the best quality in my opinion. But her price was higher than these dolls are rumored to be, which I believe these dolls are going for around $50 to $70. And that's just a rumor. So if people think this is reasonable, they do. Maybe they've got it like that. These dolls sold out. Apparently someone wanted them. There's something out there for everybody, For me, personally, I expected the execution of these dolls to be precisely like the art in my vision. But I still like the dolls. None of them have blown me away with the wind, but I've mostly been interested in at least seeing them in person. I do have a little advice for MGA and any future designers. In the internet age, fans drive brands. It's important to listen to their concerns and respond in a considerate way when dealing with the brand. Consider everything that can make your brand successful. On the other hand, this is my message to fans. I think it's important for a person to stand by their designs and not sell out their vision. So I understand why Hayden stood by his looks. If a designer caters too much to the crowd, they will lose their own individuality. We have to respect the visions of each designer and give respectful criticism when we don't like something. We should consider how everyone feels before we say something towards someone. I'm not perfect at this either, so this is just for all of us out there, all of us, including me. Maybe we should try thinking about how we approach situations we don't like. It's a learning experience. Okay, and possibly if we approach the situation with more constructive criticism, we would have gotten the results we wanted months ago. At the same time, if a company like MGA is seeking to make a profit off of any future dolls, it's better to listen to the general Bratz fandom. Don't even listen to just me, because me, I like things the general Bratz fandom doesn't like. Okay, and that's just me. I say take a survey of everything Bratz fans are asking for and pull out the most frequently asked things. Then you will find what you're looking for. That's the one thing a lot of these companies, especially these doll companies, are disconnecting from. Anyway, to wrap this up, when it comes to 2018 Bratz, I hope there's more planned for the Bratz despite the setbacks. I look forward to whatever they got. Even though we didn't get all we wanted, I'm more hyped for Bratz than I've been the last 10 years, okay? That means a lot. MGA has asked if we would like makeup to come with the line, as I mentioned. I think that's pretty innovative and fun. I would like Bratz t-shirts and handbags, something cheap and gimmicky, in adult sizes to wear and carry around. I can't say I was blown away by everything I've seen, but I can't say I was completely let down either. I feel bittersweet. I hate that so many fans feel disconnected from these dolls, but I understand fans' desires. Still, I honestly feel this is better than what we've had in 2007 to 2009 and some of 2010 to 2016, aside from the screenings in the 07-09 era. Okay, y'all don't know. Starting with 2007 when they had the clothesman attacks, outfits looking like clones and that low quality, I was starting to lose my excitement. But these Bratz dolls got me back on my toes with this brand, okay? I gained some of that spark and excitement with Bratz boutique star styles, a little, not with those painted leggings on Chloe though. And I gained a little bit of that excitement, a lot of that excitement with the duct tape fashion. I was just starting to feel the dolls were on the right track. But there were some hits and misses for me in 2013 and 2014, okay? It still felt like they were trying to play it safe, which felt uninspired. The styles and faces were still better than 2015, but the quality wasn't as good as what Bratz had in 2015 and 2016. So I didn't like the look of 2015, but the quality was pretty good. Study Abroad Music Festival vibes were two of my favorites from that era. Even Hello My Name Is had decent quality. The style was just childish, and the vibe was too safe. Overall, I hope to see more fashion-forward and sassy dolls from this brand. Of course, I would like 2001 and 2004 screenings and designs closer to the advertised artwork. You know, you live and you learn. But that's my overall spin on the Bratz in 2018. Tell me what you guys think. Do you love the new dolls? Hate them? Do you think they pass, or did they flop this time too? Leave me a comment and we can start a discussion on it. Ciao. Peace.